go from camp towards the season. I mean, there's things that come into play where your velocity runs up. I know there's different things that that come into place that do that, but I couldn't get a specific or expand on what really happens there, but once again, you gotta go back to the way he's throwing the ball. I think he's getting strikes, getting swings and misses. He got his share of strikeout. He threw the ball really well today. Again, there's one bad outing stat line wise. I mean, there was a play that wasn't made behind him and he blew up an inning. You look at his spring training numbers, the ERA is kind of high because of that day. But I think overall he's been attacking the zone and he's gotten some swings off balance swings of his breaking balls, and that's because he's establishing the fastball. Now, the velo wise, that's something that we're definitely looking forward to. I want to say learn, like myself, just talking about myself, how it's it may go up. I mean, we know Dellin's been a guy that's thrown from the mid-90s to triple digits in the past, and we're not seeing that right now, but we are seeing some of the things that we want to see as far as like what the action of the fastball is doing. So, I mean, we'll see how that progresses, moving forward. But right now, he's pitching. I mean, we like the way he's throwing the ball as far as attacking his zone. I don't know, because you go back to last year. That's when we started knowing Dellin from up close, and the ramping up the progression. Once again, going back to last year, which is the only thing we can model at this point, or even this, we can take it a little bit further back at the beginning of camp. Like he's throwing more firm this year than he was last year. So, as we go, we're still learning him. I know he's put some new things into play because I think that was the first time he came back from that type of injury he had before coming to the organization. And then last year he revealed that he had something going on there, but there's we haven't seen anything there as far as that. He's out there doing his routine and doing different things with the fly balls and all that, and learning the reads, learning the new technology as far as feedback, and talking to Jeremy Hefner a lot and the rest of the pitching coaches to keep progressing or getting to a point where he wants to be. So we still, I still learning him. I know, Hef probably is more ahead of me as far as that, and the rest of the guys are working with him closely. So we'll see what he gets to, but that's something that can definitely progressively go up. I just don't know what the recipe is for that, but we expect that to happen, as the adrenaline and the throwing and all that keeps happening.
Believe it, when I'm out there, just believe in what I have. At the end of the day, I got to change speeds. So, obviously I can spin it really well. And, I just got to attack the strike zone. I can't fall behind. I don't have that luxury where, before, you will fall behind and maybe you get chases here and there because you were throwing a lot harder. And, now it's just, got to be on the attack and make sure I change my speeds and keep hitters off balance, which is, the name of the game. I could command my off speed good. Early in camp, I was throwing a lot more fastballs just because I was working on a few things there. But, now it's getting closer to game action and, I got to use my repertoire as best as I can and, attack the strike zone and change speeds on the hitters. Today was one of those days where I threw a lot of breaking balls. But I've done that quite often throughout my career. I think I got to be able to read swings, probably pay attention, a lot more attention to scouting reports on what certain guys like to do. What pitch is better, whether the, hard curveball or the slower curveball, pay more attention to detail than I did in the past. Obviously, in the past, I rely on the stuff I had, now obviously, I'm not there right now. So I just got to mix my pitches, change speeds, and, I have the confidence in myself that I can get out. This year, I don't know where I was, but early on, I wasn't really throwing as hard maybe. I mean, I was low 90s early on last year. And then I think I came back from my injury and you know, I was like 93 to 97. So obviously the more I pitch, you know, just getting that more consistency, more rep and trust, I think that, you know, that'll gradually increase as the season goes on. You know, I've had similar troubles in the past before where it has happened, maybe not as low as I am right now, but you know, I've started out low and kind of gradually increased as I pitch more. The last 4 games I felt better, so I think that I'm in a good area there. You know, and as far as that, I feel I'm in a good spot right now with that.
Just kind of pitch more towards my strengths. Outing before, I kind of like was working on something that we've been working on in the week, and I was kind of just like determined to like kind of get that in. Today, I just kind of went out there and just mixed all my pitches and just kind of pitched my game. Really getting down my slider. I worked with it last year. I had some success with it, but it was one of those pitches where I just like kind of really, and I'm still working on it. This spring training, my last outing, I threw a bunch of sliders just because I'm trying to get that pitch down. I didn't throw as many today just because I wanted to mix all my pitches, and I was starting the game, so I had the mindset of starter going in. But I believe in my stuff. I believe I'm a capable starter. Business goes that how it happens sometimes. But I mean, I'm just taking it day by day, and just, I mean, whatever the team needs from me, I'm there. But I do value myself as a starter.